You struggling to cover bills? I know I was. So this 30-day challenge turned $0 into 800, and it's repeatable. So right now, most people are looking. They aren't looking for retirement plans, right? They're not looking to save money with everything that's going on in the world right now. So they're looking for ways to feed their family, right? Traditional jobs maxed, gas prices are wild, inflation relentless, right? But what if you could turn everyday store finds, yes, like Target's clearance aisles, into cash using Amazon and Walmart? So let me break it down. So this is the reason for the video. So I started on April 15th with Amazon. Now in the past, back in I think 2023, maybe 2023, I did buy a FBA store. But at that point, I was just trying many things, and it didn't pan out. Yes, I made some money with it, but I must have didn't do something right, so it got deactivated. And you know, I didn't want to like restart that account because I'm not sure what was wrong with it. So I decided to do FBM. Now, shout out to my little brother, Pack a Profit. You've probably seen him on TikTok and YouTube. So he's been mentoring me, and it's been amazing to be honest. Uh, because this is it's it's not as quick as I would like it to be, but it is quick in the sense if you find a profitable item, you can flip it quick to get your money back. All right. So, like I said, I started with Amazon on April 15th. I started Walmart on April 29th, right? So in between that time, right, with combined sales with Target being my main source, right? Uh, I have almost made $800 in sales, man. That is amazing, and that short a little bit of time. Uh, so it's no experience, right? Just a phone, a laptop, and the Target run. Within days, I listed my first products, and by the end of 30 days or less, I have over $800 in combined sales. I mean, that's truly amazing. Now, here's what worked, right? So some of the items I found were kind of fast moving everyday items. I think when maybe about a week or two ago, I think I had 6 sales on Walmart. That was like my best day. I was like so happy. Uh, and then you got some clear margins which you can calculate between 20 and 30%. Efficient listings because I was worried about the SEO thing, right? So and basically you're copying the listing, so it's already set for you, and that's the beauty of it, right? And just only thing I'm gonna say is you got to be consistent, right? You do have to do a little work. I'm not gonna lie, and I can make a little checklist. I think about putting a little checklist of the items that I bought, right, to get started. Now there is a little bit of upfront cost, right? You're gonna need some poly mailers, scale, printer, some packaging, and a few other things, but it's doable, right? So I want you to start thinking about shifting your mindset. Instead of buying items to consume, okay, you want to buy items that produce money for you. All right, it's going to take a little bit of change because you're going to go in the store like I'm buying this, man. It might cost a little bit, but imagine getting between $2 and $10 profit from that one item. Okay. Now I use Target as my source, because I have like I don't know, it was like 10 Targets in my area. So it just made sense. It was easy, uh, and I kind of know how the Target store layout is for clearance, right? Because I go down the aisle, I look for a yellow sign, and I'm there, right? I go and I start scanning the items. Now, like I said, there's some upfront costs you want to do to make this successful. Now, maybe back in 2023, when I bought that FBA store, if I would have known what I know now, I mean, I'll probably be making all kinds of money right now. But it is what it is. I can't can't dwell on the past. I can only move forward for the future, right? So if you want a free checklist, start your own FBM setup. So grab it in the link at the bottom of the description. I'm gonna give you what I have so far because I just started. All right, so I know you want to see proof, right? So let me share my screen and let's get into it here. All right. All right. So, like I said, I have to go through my emails. I got a lot of emails, right? So, here is my Amazon account. All right. So I want to just show you. Okay. I'm not exaggerating, man. It's amazing. It truly is. You can see right here. All right. Tuesday, April 15th at 1:35. All right. That's this year. That is last month. All right. And you can see right here. Hello. Thanks for creating selling on the Amazon account. All right. So this all I had to do was sign up, fill out a little paperwork. Well, not paperwork, but add my payment information and whatnot for my business. Um, and started scanning and listing items that I found in Target. All right, so that's Amazon. All right, now let's flip the script to Walmart. Okay, you see right here, April 29th, 2025, 4:15 a.m., really early in the morning. Congratulations, your Walmart Marketplace seller count is now live. So what does this mean? I can go scan items, find them on Walmart, list them, right? List that product. Find it in Target or maybe other stores. List it on Walmart. And I'm so now I'm going to show you what I made with Amazon so far. All right, this tab. All right, as you can see, you remember my Amazon account started back in April, and I'm just going to show you. I don't have any other periods here. Right now, the new period, I guess maybe when I submitted this or something, has the new period. Okay, but we're not going to look at that yet. So here's from April 16th to May 16th. You can see right here, I have $236 in sales, right? I paid Amazon $40. Here's my expenses with cost, shipping, whatnot. And the balance left, sorry, the balance right here, this is what's owed to me. Yeah, so this is the balance that's owed to me so far, all right? That's awesome. For this little amount of time, for the items that I found at Target, that is amazing. But all right, so let's look at. So we're gonna look at. Well, it's only been like 3 days, right? It's been 3 days. I had a few sales so far, but is the screen shifting here? Yeah, screen. Okay, it's shifting. So you can see right now I had $54 in sales so far, but that's it's only been 3 days, and I think I just had to sell today. No, that's for Walmart. So I just had to sell on Walmart today. All right, so that is awesome. That's Amazon. Okay, now let's head over to Walmart because this is gonna blow your mind. I'm not. It blows my mind. I'm serious. It blows my mind. Look at this. Look at this. All right, so you remember I started on Walmart on April 29th. All right, I don't think there's any. Look, you can see I am still a new seller. I'm in my 14-day hole. It's almost like getting a job, but you're 2 weeks in the hole, right? But look, so there's no other statements because I started. I think I listed my first item was on April 30th. Look, look at this. $24.28. That's coming back to me. Me. Now I think the sales right here. So total sales so far on Walmart, I have sold $793.67. I mean, that is just truly, it's mind blowing, man. I'm not gonna front. It's mind blowing. Um, so as you can see, it, if you need money and you don't want to work for anybody else, I mean sometimes it's easier to work for somebody else because you're not dealing with a lot of stress trying to own your own business, right? So
But
I understand, if you, I mean, you can always get a part-time job and that's consistent money, man. But you're trading your time for money, right? And depends how much you value your time. So for me, my time is very valuable. I do have a full-time job. I have a full-time job. Um, I work 40 plus hours a week there, and I do have multiple business ventures that I'm trying to pursue as well. You probably seen my social media accounts and YouTube and all that stuff. So I am trying. So I am trying to transition from a W-2 job to being full time my own business, right? And doing this FBM right here, I see the possibilities of, this could become my main thing. If I can leverage it correctly. Now I haven't did I haven't did I think it's Walmart Fulfillment Services or FBA yet, but that's my next step to learn about that, get mentored from my little brother about that. So, but right now the FBM is it's pretty exciting, to wake up to sales, be at work making sales, and it's a really good feeling. It really is. And it just shows you, the possibility is out there. Now, like I said, if you want to start this, like I said, I'm gonna put a little checklist in the description below of what I have, what I use to get started. And if you have a little bit of extra money, don't go buy Nike shoes, don't go buy clothes that you really don't need. Use that money to make money like this. Use that money to flip your money. I want you to start thinking that way. All right. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, comment below or send me an email at anthony@anthonydoty.com and I will help you. All right. So I hope this inspired you to get started today. Please start today. Start with target. That's what I did. That's what I'm doing. All right. I'll see you in my next one.